Welcome, welcome, welcome to
Hey,
the Third Powers behind the scene chat. Hey, Sherry.
hey, T Lynn, how are you?
I'm great. How are you, darling?
I am fabulous, girl.
I know that's right. Listen, we got some exciting stuff going on here tonight, baby.
We
And
do.
I cannot wait to bring on our guests because that's just what we do. We have fun. And like we said, this is not a replacement of our show. No,
No,
no.
no,
We
no.
still air every night. I'm sorry, every Monday night. B to the Third Power, 7 p.m. on Urban Style Media. But this is our way of having a little bit more of a intimate chat with some of
Yeah,
our guests.
I'm just staying engaged with people and just having some real
Yes.
conversation. So yeah, we're just thinking of different ways to keep it going.
Yes, and keep you guys up to date with what's going on with us. But let me tell you, tonight we are excited to have join with us behind the scenes one of our new friends. Well, she's been a friend for a while, but we want to highlight her for some of the great things she's doing. Miss Crystal Smith. Her
Yes.
crystal clear conversations, baby, are very interesting and definitely make you think. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and bring her on in. Hey,
Hey,
Crystal.
Hey,
hey,
Crystal.
ladies. How are
How are
you?
you this
Doing
evening?
well, doing well. How are you?
I'm doing good, doing good. Thank you for
Good.
having me. I'm so excited.
Yes, we're excited to have you because, honey, look, she is like Sherry. They speak their minds.
Yeah. Keep
Sometimes
it
you have
real,
to.
keep it 100, right?
Exactly.
Yes.
I'm the one that talked them off the cliff, but
Yes.
they yes. So it's going to be a very interesting night tonight to have these two together as we get into some good conversations. So, Crystal, tell our audience a little bit more about you and how did you come about with the Crystal Clear Conversations? I'm
Well,
sorry, Crystal
okay.
Clear
Good evening, everyone. Yeah,
Conversations.
Crystal Tech Combos. Good evening, everyone. Thank you again for having me on. I'm so excited to be here and be able to just talk a little bit about Crystal Clear Convo and about all the good stuff that I have going on, finding the bright side and new perspective amidst all of the other things that are going on right now is just so important. Being able to find the bright side of things and focus on how you can still be productive and not getting caught up in all the sadness and some of the drama and the hate that's going on right now. So this time in quarantine, not only have I put on a couple pounds over here getting thicker than a Snicker, but I've also been able to put on some good ideas as well. So Crystal Clear Convos basically is a platform that I feel like the Lord gave me. And it's a platform to kind of address various topics. So whatever comes up that is on my mind, I try to find a tactful way to kind of present it, bring it to the public, whether it's about music and people see it dancing to music, or whether it's something more spiritual, or I just try to share what I have going on at that time, and then it kind of morphed into something that I was able to do for church, and we have the grown folks vibe once a week where we talk about everyday life situations from a biblical perspective. And a lot of times people think, oh, we're Christians, oh, we're in church. Don't talk about that, or keep that on the hush, or brush
Right.
that under the carpet, or it's just one of those topics that's so sensitive, nobody really wants to talk about it. So I'm trying to talk about it, trying to talk about sex, oral sex, whoever sex, I'm trying to talk about all types of things, just all types of topics, because this is what we deal with. And just because we're Christians doesn't mean that we don't face real life situations, temptations, sin, and everything else. So,
I
and
love it.
I do speaking engagements, training, and things of that nature. So it's really just something that I have been running for a long time. I'm like, I'm not trying to speak to people. I hate getting on video. Hate getting on video. I'm that person that takes 15 pictures, and when I finally find one, I go back in and I edit it 12 times. And producing a video, especially to do a live, for me was a big deal. Like literally, I had, like, you talk about walking off the ledge, talk off the ledge. A friend of mine was like, you put two thought into it, you have a gift, and you are just doing too much. Just do it. And then when I actually did it, I was like, okay, Lord, help me through, help me through. And since then, I've been able to get on and be a little bit better with the videos. I'm still very critical, but that's what it is, just a platform to be able to express and talk about different things. And I try to tell people, send me topics. Let's talk about it. How do you all want to address it? What do you feel about it? That's pretty cool.
You know, I love everything that you just mentioned. That is, isn't it me, T? It's so me.
All the
But I
way.
tell you what, when you've been blessed with the blessing of being able to discernment, you know, it's everybody doesn't have it. That you can come
No.
from a different perspective, from the biblical perspective, in a non-judgmental way, just dealing with life, because life
Yeah.
happens, and many people
does.
don't have that, and that's a true blessing to have.
Thank
Yeah.
you. Thank you for that.
Yeah, because and Sherry and I go over that all the time, like much like you, Crystal. Sherry's like, T, just do it. And I'm like, but I gotta perfect it first. And she was like, T, if you don't go ahead and post it, like
Sometimes you have to, you know, just push through
so
anyway.
it
You're breaking up, T. Okay, so T, her sound messed up. So hopefully she can come back.
what you feel as well. You know what I mean?
So hopefully she can come
Listen here,
back.
this internet,
Yeah.
this internet is not trying to let us be good. Come on now.
Right, but we're gonna push through anyway.
For it to take all three of us at one time.
Right.
Yes. How about that? Come through now. Come through
now.
But
we still
yeah,
gonna be
so
great. We still gonna get through it.
Yeah. Look, okay, now we're all back. So
are you there?
What you say, Sherry?
No, you were breaking up, so I was gonna say something, but go ahead.
Oh no, I was saying, what did you say?
Oh no, I was gonna say
you didn't.
Before we came on, T was telling us about the video that you did was it last week you did on the song Savage? Can I hear more?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, sure. So every week I kind of come up with a theme or a topic, and I kind of try to keep it relative to what's going on so that it engages people, because we're really trying to capture the young people. When you're trying to win souls and win people to Christ, they don't want the old hymnal style. They don't want you have to be a little creative and a little innovative, but not truly step away from your witness and your holiness and what you really believe, right? So last week's topic was when you love Jesus and trap music, right? And
okay.
So it's
forward.
really
I'm here for it.
You're right here for it, right? So, basically just saying that I don't feel like anybody's going to hell, or it's a true sin to listen to trap music, to love the beats, to make up a choreography to I'm a Savage, right? But when you really break down the words, and I really had a couple of songs where I just played the instrumental and I really just read the words, and the things that they were saying, like people love Biggie Smalls, right? Back in the 90s, we were like doing it with Biggie Smalls, right? But I played one of his songs, and it wasn't one of the hugely popular ones, Suicidal Thoughts, right? And he basically talked about how he wanted to go to hell. He didn't want to be in heaven with all the goodies wearing white. He wanted to wear black hoodies and boots, and said some other explicit type things. And then even looking at the Savage song now, I love Beyonce, and before I got saved, Megan Thee Stallion, I was kind of trying to come for her a little bit too. And but when you really listen to what it's saying I'm savage, I'm ratchet, I'm acting stupid. And we're describing ourselves as a woman that's pretty much uncouth, that a man really would not desire in real life, but we making songs to it. And it's really, we get so caught up in the beat that we lose what the lyrics are truly saying. And when you're a Christian, you have to be careful what you allow to be in your spirit, because when you're when you go to church on Sunday morning, instead of you, the pastor is preaching his whole heart out. And instead of you being tuned in and be able to get in the spirit, you sitting there thinking about what you're going to put on TikTok to I'm a Saturday, a classic, moody, ratchet. And so we get distracted with that. And then these things are getting in our spirit. The way they talk about sex and the way that they disrespect women, all those things are getting in our spirit. So we just have to be careful what we take in and guard our ear gates. Because if we're going to have a true witness and if we're going to be able to be connected to Christ, what we feed our spirit is very important. So that's pretty much what that conversation.
I love it. I love it because, I remember being very, very young. And I remember one time my mom said to me, I think I was singing Salt and Pepper's Push It. Right.
Yeah.
And remember, what were we like? Probably 11 or 12 when that came out, So I'm like, push it real good. And mom's like, she got me going with it, But eventually she was like, you're not pushing nothing.
Nothing.
Like what? You're not pushing nothing. And and then as my children grew up, I did the same thing with them, Crystal. I would let them listen. But as soon as the song went off, now let's talk about this song. Okay.
Right.
I want to talk about this song with you and what Lil Wayne is really saying, because for real, he's not really talking to you. Okay. He's really, you're not even the audience for real. But since you know it, let's break this down.
Let's talk about what that's about.
We have to be honest with our teenagers and our babies and talk to them about what they're allowing into their spirit, because they'll start to believe that stuff.
Yeah,
absolutely. Absolutely. The week before that, I talked about Christians with addictions. And so I told people, I said, I know y'all been saved forever. And since 1972, y'all been saved and y'all haven't sinned since. I said, but it's a lot of addiction that's in the church. And as these students prepare to go to high school and go to college, they're being introduced to drugs in a very different way. And if you don't know who Molly is and what Molly does and what K2 is and some of these other street drugs, then you and find out what's really going on, because it's a lot here that's captivating our children, and we don't want to have the conversation. We want to say, oh, drugs is bad, don't do that. The Bible says our body is a temple, but you're not telling me why. You're not having a dialogue with them, So that is so important. I'm glad you said that as far as breaking it down. Let me break it down for you.
Yeah,
and it's more than just music, though. If we really be honest, it's everything from what you're watching, from what you're listening to. Even what you participate in, what your friends. I mean, like, you have to be careful all the way around. Like, even now in the climate that we're in and all that's going on, you have to be mindful. We talk about this all the time, Sherry. Like, with the pandemic, you don't want to watch TV all the time, because it will have you freaked out and going out your mind, feeling depressed, like, oh my God, this is never going to end. And not to mention, like, even now, you want to pay attention with what's going on with Black Lives Matter and the protests. You want to know what's going on, but you still have to guard your gates, because are they really reporting everything that's really going on? Like, so much has gone on and taken place just all the way around. Can you trust what's being said? And the more you feed yourself that stuff, right? And the less you research and pay attention for yourself, the more you will be led to believe something that's not even true or accurate. You know what I mean? So all the way around, we have to be careful with what we're doing. Music is, like you said, you be sitting there popping your fingers, and I'm not gonna lie, I've been caught several times.
I'm
popping my fingers to a song. That I didn't know what the song was saying, because the beat was good. I was like, hey, that's all right. And my daughter has looked at me and said, do you know what you dancing to? And I'm like, no, you got the beat going. And she's like,
we
Mom,
can't understand them lyrics.
We can't understand it. I'm the first one. And I said, after this quarantine is over, I want to go see a good go-go. That's what I want. I want to go to a good go-go. I was raised with go-go. Yeah. I want to go to a good go-go and but of course, now with all this quarantine going on and coronavirus not happening. But
going at home virtually the way everybody else been doing.
Right. Or maybe they'll have a good outdoor one for you soon.
Yeah, that would be nice. And then I don't do crowds, so I was probably really just talking because I'm not doing a whole lot of crowds. But you know what? I love it, and I love real talk. I really do. I love real talk when we really talk with our youth and we talk with our members of the community with real talk,
right.
And just give them real scenarios that they can relate to help change some of their mindset. So that's right on, Crystal. You definitely have something going there.
Yes, thank you for that.
Look,
it's so important.
That you got one coming up this week. Go on and give us the preview. What you talking about tomorrow? Your next one is tomorrow. What you talking about tomorrow on Grown Folks Vibe, Crystal?
Let me just be completely transparent.
And she sips the tea. Hello.
Right.
Procrastination is one of the things.
You gotta say that though, because that's like my middle name.
You see the gift you want to perk up.
Hi, Sherry.
You perked right on up.
Like that's my middle name though.
And mine too. And so a lot of times I don't even know what I'm going to talk about until the day of sometimes. I have a general idea. I was thinking about, and it's subject to change, talking about creative quarantine ideas, like for you and your boo. Like, people are driving each other crazy. I'm blessed. I live alone, other than my Cocoa Bear. But I do go home, and it's my mom, my brother, the baby, a lot of people moving around in the house. Right. So just figuring out creative ways to engage either with the family or to date again, creative dates. But I don't know, I want to keep it kind of interesting and kind of lively. So I really don't have a topic. Y'all got a topic for me? What y'all want to hear about?
You know what? I thought you were going to talk about procrastination because I truly, it's definitely something that I'm better at. I'm getting better at, but it definitely is my middle name. And that's what I thought you were going to talk about was procrastination. I thought you were about to throw me
under
the bus.
Look, she's looking for some help.
Girl, I can't throw you under the bus because I'm up under there myself.
But you know what? It's not, and I tell people all the time that even if you are a procrastinator, some people work best under pressure, right? Yeah. So for me, sometimes, now this is just my justification because we have to justify all of our stuff, right? So because sometimes, like you said, you don't pick a topic or think about something until the day of. Well, a lot of times my creative really kicks in almost like an adrenaline rush when I'm down to the wire. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Even though it sounds good for everybody to say, "Oh, well, no, I plan out and I plan this out." Yeah, that sounds good.
But sounds good.
But if I know that I got to get it done today, I'm gonna start at 12 o'clock. Mm-hmm. And
right. And you know what? If I be honest, Sherry, you're not by yourself because I've had people tell me you do your best work, T, when you're at the 9th hour. You do your best work, and I'm like, but do you understand the stress that comes along with that?
Yes, right. It's so stressful.
I'm like, oh my God, am I gonna get this done? Help me! But the truth is, I hate that they're right because I do have my best ideas, something that I would not have thought about 3 weeks ago when I first got the project. The day 2 hours before it's due, I'm like, oh, bam. And it just works. It just flows. But I don't want to live my life stressed like that all the time. I'm just saying, but it does work for some people.
I think that we have to find a healthy balance.
I can't hear.
We lost you. What happened, Crystal?
Did I go away?
You there, but you went, you a little far away.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
You good.
Okay. So I think that there has to be a balance between the procrastination and creativity and actually being prepared. Because as we grow, as we, you all have a whole show, as it expands, as it grows, as we continue to accomplish bigger things, there's a certain level of preparedness that we really need to have.
Right.
And with that, I think that if we were able to manage that a little bit better, because I feel like I'm always running around on 2 wheels. The car got 2 wheels. I'm always getting in and collecting. Even preparing for this, I got caught up with some work stuff. Went to the store earlier. had I managed my time better, and what I find works really well is time blocking. So if you have a calendar, even if you do it the morning of or even the night before, and you sit down and say, okay, from 10 to 12, I'm going to do this. From 12 to 1, I'm going to do this. And when I was contacted about this, I should have time blocked it so that all the other things that were surrounding it could have flowed a little bit better. And I wouldn't have been last minute trying to, gather myself like I always feel like I am. But I do absolutely agree that there's a lot of creativity that comes with that last minute, idea and procrastination. But I kind of feel like I need a little more preparedness because I push it too close sometimes.
And like you were saying, sometimes as things grow bigger, you need that preparedness, right? And then we have to learn how to delegate. And my thing is that it's hard for me to let go of something and delegate it out, and part of us, and I know here at B3rdPower, we definitely need an assistant. Like we need an assistant that could answer emails, respond to emails, and just be that voice for us, because sometimes planning, reaching out to guests, all of that can be a little overwhelming. And then that also assists in the procrastination, because sometimes you're like, you know what, I'm overwhelmed, I'm tired right now, I just don't feel it. So if we had somebody, but then it's that part of not wanting to let go, right?
Yeah,
right.
Kind of want to just do it and just
because it comes to a point where it's like we work so well when we're like, okay, boom, we sat down, we're used to each other's style, so to speak. So like, I procrastinate, but there's a balance that we strike. We procrastinate on the same thing. That's what's good. You know what I mean? We still have a way of complementing each other in the process in our procrastination. And but an assistant, we have people that help us from the time, but a consistent assistant is now with calendar dates, invitation shows, and now we got 2 segments, right?
Right.
That we work on getting scheduled. It's B3rdPower help with
your sound is messing up pretty bad, T.
To help us. We'll
your sound
there, because it looks frozen.
Yeah, because you're frozen and your sound is kind of messed up. But yeah, so hopefully you can pick up on one of those topics. But definitely, I think creative ways of getting involved while you're at home, and date night, and getting connected with the family, that would also be awesome, because a lot of people want creative.
Yeah, but people want the tea, honey. They want something to talk about. They want the scoop. They want the down low. What's going on in the church, honey? What is, they want what's going on. So I gotta get creative with it. Don't nobody want to hear about sitting in front of it and having hot dogs and carrying on. So I don't know. I'm sure I'll think of something, but
I'm sure you will. It's gonna come
through at the last minute.
Tell us how we can follow you.
Sure. So on YouTube, I normally upload my videos there, and it's at Crystal Clear Combos, and that's CRYSTAL, Clear CLEAR Combos, CONVOS with an S. And also on Instagram, it's Crystal Clear Combos, and on Facebook, I'm Crystal G. Smith.
Okay, that sounds amazing. And listen, I got my phone in my hand, but I know I can't do it now, so I'm gonna do it when I get off. But I will definitely be following you. I mean, I like I said, I'm all for the real talk and reaching our younger generation, especially, in a different way. And we have to listen to them too, because they're sharing a lot. And they are experiencing and living in a time that we're not used to, that we didn't grow up with, so they can offer us a lot of information. But I love talking to the youth and encouraging them and really understanding where they are, and that's why I tell people all the time, yes, I still do listen to, now it's not a regular on my radio, but I do know what the latest is, because I need to know where they are.
Right.
I need I need to understand where they are and why they're thinking like they're thinking and what's going on to stay, like they say, I gotta stay hip, right? I gotta stay hip with it. I don't mean going out here and staying hip, you know, I mean staying up to what's going on. So I love it.
Right. Right. And a lot of times the children, you know, they say they're ratchet, they say they're savage, and they really mean it, but it's really what is going on in their home. So a lot of times they may not even have a real example of a woman that's a professional or someone that's well put together. All they know is ratchet because their mom talks to them ratchet. Their dad, if he's around, talks to them ratchet. So the example and things that they see daily exhibit that. So that's all they know. So you really can't fault them because they are a product of their environment in that they've learned that particular behavior, and just staying present in the community for the young women, for the young people is important too. So shout out to you for that.
It's so important. It's so important. I love encouraging people. I'm not sure if you know, but I have the organization called Keon Works. Keeping each other motivated works. And that's where, you know, I go out into the community and I talk to people and facilitate sessions on changing a negative mindset and how we do that. And changing a negative mindset in any area of our life, whether it's relationships, whatever it is, at work, whatever it is, right? But yeah, this ain't about me. But yeah, so
no, it's fine. Love it.
But T is having technical difficulties.
Boom.
Bang, there she is. Hey T.
I hope I get to stay this time. For some reason, the internet won't let me be great.
I don't want you to be great.
It don't.
Right. It's okay. You're great anyway, T. You are amazing.
Listen, I'm not worried. I come back when it's important.
Right.
Pop in and out. I
pop in and out. Like bam, there I am.
Makes it interesting.
Right. But no, we are so grateful, Crystal, for you joining us tonight. It has been such a pleasure chatting with you as always.
You as well, ladies. Thank you so much.
And I know you gave information. Remember to check her out on YouTube. It is Crystal Clear Convos on YouTube. I know that you can follow her on Instagram as well. Shout out your Instagram so they can catch you there as well, Crystal.
Yep, same thing, Crystal Clear Convos. And then on Facebook, it's Crystal G. Smith.
Awesome. Make sure you follow her.
Since we still here. I think we got 2 minutes. 2 minutes. What platform do you like best? Instagram, YouTube, or Facebook?
I would probably say Instagram, but I have a bigger following on Facebook, so that's probably the one that I would probably prefer.
Okay, I was just asking.
She doing research.
Yeah, I'm doing research. I'm trying to figure out because one of them has got to go. Yeah.
Well, it depends on what audience you're trying to capture.
Right.
If you're looking for a younger audience, definitely Instagram, Snapchat. If you're looking for a more mature audience, then you would go with Facebook and LinkedIn.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Awesome. Okay. Well, thank you again for joining us. For everyone else, remember to check us out on Mondays, B3rdPower on Urban Style Media. We broadcast live Mondays at 7 p.m. Watch full episodes. Again, check us out here on Wednesday nights at 7 p.m. where we are having our behind the scenes chats. This is the stuff we can't do on our regular show because time won't allow it. At least here we get to sit down and have impromptu personal conversations. But as always, we thank you so much for joining us tonight and tuning in. Remember, today is a great day to make a difference in the lives of those that are around you. Please stay safe, stay well, and we will continue to keep everyone in prayer as we move forward for change. Right?
Yes.
Right. Tune in next week. B3rdPower behind the scenes chat, 7 p.m. on Wednesday. Check us out on YouTube or here on Facebook Live. Y'all have a fantastic week and see you guys next week.
This, I love this.